Hey there, Toonami faithful. As hopefully you all know, I'm Blackenfist, and today I'm gonna be assessing the whole situation. You know, Toonami's back, but now what? Um, some stuff on the schedule has been confirmed on, you know, on the lineup they're gonna have, and I think I heard might be subject to change, but Bleach, Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist, and I think I'm not sure what else, but those are pretty much the main ones. This block is gonna be about. It's gonna start at 12 at midnight. It's gonna be at midnight, and it's gonna run to 6 a.m. So what now? I mean, first of all, this is very early. Like as I said before, in a case where Toonami was actually gonna come back, I didn't expect it to come back this early. You know, for me, I was expecting Toonami to come back in November or October. You know, somewhere towards the end of the year, or even maybe at the beginning of next year. That's when I thought Toonami was coming back, because I thought that, you know, Adult Swim or Cartoon Network, or whoever was making the decisions, I was predicting when when that April Fool's thing came out, and then I started to contemplate how Toonami would come back and what was the perspective of the guys who were actually bringing this back. I thought there could be two approaches to this. One, you could wait a couple months, you know, a long time, like to the end of this year or to the beginning of next year, to accumulate all that programming and all those shows that you need, you know, all that new programming that you need to, you know, launch Toonami again. Or number two, you could use the old programming. You could launch earlier. You could use old programming, and I'm not talking about old programming as in Bleach. I mean old Toonami programming. Like I thought they got the rights to all those shows that they showed on April Fools or something. I thought they were gonna use, you know, Rurouni Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, Tenchi Muyo. You know, the other approach was to use these shows, launch Toonami with them, and then have that save you time. And while these shows are playing on Toonami, throughout the months, slowly add new shows and replace the old ones. You know, that could be an earlier launch. Or, you know, you could just use the programming you already have, you know, from Adult Swim, and use it on Toonami. Now, I'm hoping that this is what they're doing with this content, because this is very early. Considering that they're using content for the most part that they already have, you know, like Cowboy Bebop and Bleach, that seems to me that they're just trying to launch Toonami as fast as possible. And hopefully behind the scenes, hopefully I'm hoping that this is Adult Swim's plan, that because having that content is all good and all. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood's a good show. We all know these are good shows like Bleach, but they kind of already had their own identity outside of Toonami. So I don't know if this lineup that they have put will have Toonami survive. Like I know that I guess it's Adult Swim or William Street. I know that when they launch Toonami, they're gonna get huge views for the next couple weeks or even months. You know, so whatever they put on those shows, you know, realistically, for those first couple months, whatever they put on that lineup doesn't matter. So okay, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, because they're going to get massive views anyway, because it's Toonami coming back. What they're doing is they're putting these shows out there, but they're at the same time, while this is running, they're accumulating the content that they will need. If not, then they're going to have a problem, because I believe this lineup will not last very long. Not as in, it won't last as Toonami. It could last a long time for Toonami, but Toonami, I told you, needs more content. I told you that in my Problems with Toonami Comeback video. And this content, I don't think will sustain it for let's say, maybe a year. Past that year point where, you know, Toonami's been running for more than a year, that's when it starts to really grind in and, you know, have problems. So by at least a year after this version of Toonami is running, we're going to have, you know, I'm hoping that William Street is preparing new content. And I've heard that they are. Hopefully those rumors are true that I read up on, that they are preparing new content. Hopefully they are getting stuff like Soul Eater or Fairy Tail ready. Because this stuff, you know, they don't have to import it. It's already there. It's already dubbed. It's ready to go. So hopefully they're getting this stuff. But regardless, I'll tune in. I'll definitely watch this stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely watch this block. But the lineup is a little on the because it's still kind of the same programming we've seen. And what made Toonami, as I said countless times before, was the lineup. Toonami was awesome because of its lineup of good shows. When you only have one dominant show like Naruto, then people stop watching Toonami and start watching that particular show, and that kills it, you know. So Toonami's gonna need a lineup, and I guess they have one. I hope this lineup that they got currently is just a placeholder for them to get ready and bring in new content. But those are my thoughts. Hopefully William Street is preparing new content, and they're trying to accumulate the programming that they will need to make Toonami have some longevity, you know, because I don't think that this lineup might give it that longevity we need Toonami to have. Anyway, regardless, I'm definitely going to tune in on that May 26th. Yeah, I'm definitely going to enjoy the Toonami. But anyway, this has been Blackenfist. Stay gold.